But yeah, I'm gonna be in and out.
We're
I'm looking.
live. We live. We live.
Oh shit. Well,
Yeah, y'all.
excuse
Hey,
me,
y'all,
sir.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another edition of the Regulators Podcast. Hey man, we want to send our well wishes to little Ms Maggie. We know she's a little under the weather, so y'all know Maggie's not here. So y'all send her y'all well wishes and all that. But I just
That's
came to
just
do the
red
intro.
flags there. That's just smoke
Hey, yo,
screens.
Warren, take over for me, man.
What up? What up? What up?
Take over for me,
Y'all,
man.
what up? What up? Y'all know what it is. It's one of the most dangerous podcasts on Sunday morning. You know what it is. It's the Regulators Podcast. We got my people up here on the board. Before we get to the people in the comment section, I want to give my panel a shout out. Hey, Magnus, take care of little Magnus for us, all right? And make sure she get better. To my immediate left, we got the man himself, a.k.a. Senator Palpatine. But today he's doing Mr. Mad Mike Sports. What up, Mad Mike?
First of all, sir, you got that wrong. Okay, it's unleashed. All right, Mad Mike is unleashed. So what that means is you never know what version of Mike you're gonna get. Okay, because I'm bipolar as a motherfucker. Okay, and you shut up, woman. Ain't nobody asked you.
Extra for no guy.
Okay, you ain't nobody asked you. Okay, this is Mad Mike's show. Okay, Magnus ain't here. This is my show now. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Wait a minute. Is that how you treat the person? Like?
Yes, today that's why we treating. Okay, I kissed your ass for 20 years. Look, I'm talking back today, goddamn.
Hey, Ms Maggie.
Wait a minute, let me get myself together. You know what? Today it might just be that day. It might just be that day for the Royal Rumble because I'm
still at
sick
the
of it.
playground. He's still at the playground.
Shit already there. The Rumble ain't until next week.
No, buddy. The Rumble is right now, stuff.
But
and I'm ready.
Damn.
But what we gonna do right here? We gonna jump to Miss Maggie. Fine, no, she seems to be fired up this morning. I'm glad somebody fired up this morning because I'm tired.
That's why y'all. Ain't nobody told y'all to go out without me. So.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
They partying like they 15 or something.
No hell, I didn't. Look, I smoked the blunt, and that was it. I ain't partying. Look, I know that's it. I ain't stupid. Look, I know I ain't 23 no more.
That's why my blunt gone. That makes a lot more sense then.
That's all you getting from me these days. The hell with that.
And then we got Coach. Coach, what's going on over there? And as always, in Magnus fashion, what's the temperature?
I don't know. It ain't cold as y'all, probably.
Really?
I don't know what's the temperature. I don't know.
See, Coach just got up too.
So it's 46 degrees. It's actually warm.
How's it warmer there than it is over here? We cold.
We already sent that shit to y'all.
you have it back.
You
have it back. And then we have the producer extraordinaire, the man of the hour himself. Y'all know him as Nyght Ryder, but we know him as Nyght Ryder on the track. Nyght Ryder, what's up, man?
Hey man, look, I'm over here having a little breakfast in bed right now. You know, I got my damn cool light sitting right here with me. It's a warm ass 32 degrees down here in Albany, Georgia, and my ass ain't coming out nowhere unless I'm going to give me some wings or something. I don't know.
Some wings?
Some wings, dog. Yeah. It's a Mexican restaurant like right around the corner from my house, but they made some bomb ass lemon pepper wings. But shit, bust.
All right. Well, look, let's go ahead and get to the people in the comment section. In pole position first, Andrew G. He says first, hey, what's going on, man? Appreciate you for tuning in. All right, we got Charles West. We got Gemini Man. How's both of yous? We got Prince Kale 89. We got Harvey Freeman. We got Miss Pamela Johnson. ATL. Hey, Auntie. We got Lyric's mom. Careful, y'all. She will get you.
She'll
right.
I'm ready to release the pit bull very soon, people. Just you wait. Just you wait.
We got Stephen B.
I think Coleman stupid.
We got my man Keyshawn Vlad. What's going on? We got Miss Sonia Howe. We got King Treyway. What's up? Oh, Georgia Texas boy. What's going on? Hey, see, we got the original Michael Walker.
Go Peppers up the hill. Shout out to Go Peppers, man.
Big Ant, what's going on? Hope you feel better, Big Ant. We got Peter Sparker. Wait a minute, Peter Sparker. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that alone. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, D. Coleman said, "Damn, Maggie finally released Magnus."
Oh yeah, we didn't even wait to the draft. I just had to let that go. And then here come Mike trying to step on somebody's couch before he wasn't even getting the job.
Oh
Sir,
my goodness.
we still doing some recruiting here.
Oh my goodness. We got Clay Melton, we got Ghost Peppers in the building, we got Corey Gimpod. What's up? Oh man, look.
Be hit. Like goddamn, I'm up. Look, I see a spot. Shit, I'm gonna take my chance. Goddamn, I'm not
Mike,
somebody out.
You take over too much. Let me have something for a day.
We got Southside and Liquorwood Lenore. Man, look. Let's go ahead and get right into the show. We over here clowning.
Leo, shut up, man. Look at Leo. Leo's some goddamn stupid.
Leo is a instigator.
Leo's that was some damn.
Oh my God, really?
That was some damn stupid.
You know what? I cannot with y'all. I cannot. It's too early for the foolish.
You gonna have to do it the damn day. You gonna have to do it today, Kip.
All right. So now, look. The first thing on the docket is Jim Harbaugh and Bill Belichick or others. What say you? We're going to start it off with the first lady, Ms Maggie. What you got? Because we know you over here putting people in timeout and giving them pink slips. So what's your take on Jim Harbaugh, Bill Belichick?
Well. My take on it is, who the hell say we got a say so in what the hell the Falcons are doing? So either way, I've been seeing the crying and we don't need an old man in the and we only gonna see it for 3 years. Well, maybe that's just all we need to get to the Super Bowl and do what we needs to do. We know that man ain't finna be here for no 11 years. But as far as over, who I would pick, of course, I would go with Jim, just in my opinion, because I do want to see longevity. But at the same time, we've been waiting on this, 50-something years now. Mm-hmm. So if they're trying to just pull all the stops, of course, if you get Bill, you're going to get a veteran. If he's not going to start from the beginning. So that means Ryder will probably sit his ass down and going to make room for somebody that's the true veteran that's ready now. And everybody keeps saying, oh, well, if Bill comes, this person is coming. We don't want nobody that's injury prone and coming off of this and doing all that. He wants somebody that's ready to go right now. And then honestly, from what I'm hearing, he's just coaching. So it's still all up to Terry anyway. He's going to be a part of that meeting. So I'm ready to win by any means necessary. And if they decide to go with Bill, which is probably smoke screens at the end of the day, they might already know who they got. And sometimes the Falcons don't give you what you think you going to get anyway. So I'm used to that. So I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna be rude and interrupt everybody. I don't give a shit. Everybody wrong, okay? Everybody wrong. All right. I'm gonna tell you why everybody wrong. Because ain't nobody said shit. Don't nobody know a damn thing. Everybody wrong. We don't know who running the show.
It's all speculation. They talking about off the blank is being desperate. Who said what?
We don't know. Who don't know? I mean, who the fuck cares about who being desperate? Don't nobody care about being desperate. Look. If I want a ham sandwich, I'm gonna try to spoil some damn milk so I can be the only motherfucker with the ham sandwich. You feel me? Like I don't care by any means necessary. We gotta get that ham sandwich. So I don't give a damn if it's Bill. I don't give if it's goddamn El Culo from Cujo, California. We don't give a fuck. All right. We need a championship, and that's all that matters at the end of the damn day. Okay?
Well, y'all gotta understand something, and I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go to Coach after this. Winning is not a good guy thing. Y'all gotta understand that. Winning is not a good guy thing. We got to get this thing out of our mind, thinking that wanting to win by any means necessary has to be a good guy thing. It's actually a very terrible thing because what you see people do in war and in football, winning is dirty. Winning is dirty. It ain't clean. It ain't fair.
And
It ain't
sometimes,
nice.
sometimes you gotta get dirty. We've been
Right.
too nice and soft. So sometimes you might just have to dig down in the trenches. And like I said, I'm fine with a Watergate. I'm fine with a Dome Gate and noise this and that. If we gotta pay the man on the table, the referees overlook some stuff. I'm okay with it. I'm ready to play a little dirty. So whichever way, and no, they haven't made any decisions. It's just all media frenzy at this point. Everybody just making speculation. They ain't said not a damn thing about who they deciding to go with.
But I will say this: people are tripping over an extensive search of coaches because pay attention. If we get Belichick, like Maggie said, even if it's for 3 years. We're looking for sustainability long after he's gone. So he wants to make sure that whomever is on his team that they're grooming behind him can carry the load after he decides to retire.
Can I say this real quick? I see what's the name, not Ryder getting ready to get in on this, but y'all got to kind of look at the situation he left with New England. That part was premeditated. Every situation he already knew what he was going to do. And I'm guaranteeing if they're interviewing other people and bringing certain people back, they're not just set on one man. They're also weighing their options. So if there was a desperacy out there, he would have already been the head coach right now. They're making sure they make the best move possible because, yes, we do have to deal with this situation. But at the same time, if we pick Belichick, it's not going to be one of those thank you, ma'am, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am situations. He's going to groom somebody in order to take his place because he's done that. He's doing that. He did that. So he's not going to leave anybody high and dry. He's going to make sure the organization that he invests his time in is well taken care of.
Maggie,
I'm done. There you go.
Expand on something you just said because Terrence actually spoke on this, and this is where I have a major problem because we're discriminating against them. We're discriminating. This is discriminatory for whatever reason: race, creed, nationality, sexual orientation, age. Like that's discrimination. And black people at the heart, we shouldn't understand this shit. Like you don't want to be discriminated because you 30 years old, you're trying to get a job at whatever, and they say nope, you too old. You're gonna start feeling some type of way. That's discrimination. So at the end of the day, it should be the most qualified person. I don't give a damn about none of this age. We just fired a guy who was 42 years old, 43 years old. What are we talking about? He failed. So does age really matter?
Not right.
That's the thing.
Not right.
Right here. I had to damn go back and do some reevaluation because I was kind of anti-Belichick at first, but when I thought about this shit, I was like, that might be a good thing. We all know Belichick and damn McKay. Well, I don't know if everybody know this or everybody think this. I think Belichick and McKay got some damn friction. If Belichick come in, he gonna goddamn tune Rich McKay ass out. Mike, I know you ain't gonna like that shit. I don't give a damn. That's my opinion. You my dog. I love you. But boys,
Rich McKay. I ain't saying shit about him. What the fuck I got to say? I ain't said nothing about no Rich McKay.
I mean, I know you be trying to defend Rich McKay.
Y'all want to knuckle up, man. Let's just say y'all motherfuckers want to knuckle up. Let's knuckle up, goddamn.
Where my skull cap at? I'm ready. Where my gloves at?
Y'all talking a whole lot of crap. Like I feel like I'm being picked. I'm discriminated against. I'm in my feelings now.
Oh, you said you wanted to be Magnus, huh? There you go.
Enough of you on, okay?
Wear the jersey.
But like I said,
wear the jersey.
All right, look, before we get too out of hand, let me go to Coach because I want to hear Coach's take on this right here. Coach,
go ahead, Coach.
Let me finish real quick. I'm about to finish what I was about to say. Belichick come in, McKay ain't gonna have a damn thing to do. And to be honest with you, me personally, I think McKay is the damn the common denominator of why shit ain't been going right. How the hell you damn been here 20 years? You get a promotion for fucking up. That's just me. That's me personally. That's just me. That's just me.
I'm gonna make it easy for everybody.
That's just me. I don't know how everybody else feels, but that's me.
The reason I say Belichick, I'm not 100% sold on, but I say yes. 27. Everybody know what 27 is?
What's that, Coach?
He's 27 wins away from being an all-time winners coach in NFL history.
I think he won that record.
Arrogance, drive, and want to and need to is that man. So if we do it in 2 years, that means we got 14 plus wins. Let's see, just on the top. He do it in 3 years.
He ain't going nowhere no time soon from any team. So, you want that record.
Wherever he goes, he's gonna get that record. So I say yeah. However, like Ms Maggie said, smoke screens, man, we don't know.
Exactly.
Right.
Belichick, listen, okay, y'all think about this also. Arthur Blank didn't make his money for being dumb.
No.
All right. So
and it's
he
thank you.
Belichick as a shield to slow down somebody else that he really wants.
That makes a lot of sense, Coach. You get what I'm saying here now? So it's like you're making this position the hot position for the Atlanta Falcons right now. So now anybody that we want is over here like, hold on, y'all finna try to get Belichick? What y'all got going on over here? You already got a decent team that is just a couple of pieces, quarterback, look tweaks here and there that you got a person that is doing pretty well in the draft. We got some nice, rookies that coming in here is going to be able to extend with us and make some things happen. But the only problem with Arthur Smith was he wasn't using his players right. Bring in a man that knows how to manage that and not take his ego into the point where I want all hands involved in this. No, you let your coordinator, you bring in a quarterback coach, all of that. We put the right coaching staff in place. We hella decent. And honestly, the teams that we did beat are in the playoffs. So that says something about who we have right now. We just got to believe in it more.
Well, I'm gonna say this and go on to the next topic. Also, saying that Belichick's out front, and if that is a smokescreen, it raises the value of the other coaches as well, because what's going to happen is now it's like, okay, they're wondering who the Falcons are going to pick. So at this point in time, we're actually holding the head coaching situation hostage like we do in the draft. So now we can do what
we want now.
Right.
It feels good.
You're making other coaches look great in the eyes of other teams because they like, oh, shoot. Well, if they get Belichick or they don't get Belichick, then who the Falcons going to get? So whomever we get is going to look valuable in the eyes of people that want these other coaches. Just the same way we drove up the price on quarterbacks. It's a strategy. And like Coach said, Arthur Blank ain't a dummy. Go ahead, Coach.
One more point. Think about this also. If you realize there's only been 2 coaches positions been filled, right? And I'm thinking the hot coaches that everybody wants are still in the playoffs. You got the 2 guys from Baltimore.
You're right.
Think about this. You got the 2 guys from Baltimore. You got Weaver and you have the DC.
Yeah.
Hot commodities. Right? You can't really do anything. You can interview them virtual, but you can't interview those guys until now, way after the whatever, the next round. And you also have the Ben Johnson cat. So those 3 guys are very hot commodities. So those guys are not going to
basically after the date, I think that's when you get hot coach.
Well, actually, you got to wait till next week, especially if they win. You
got to wait till next week.
Yeah,
right.
Let me elaborate on what Pam said though. I'm not saying that they're going to get rid of Desmond Ridder, but I felt like he had an unfair advantage to his starting position. So I feel that the next head coach is going to bring in somebody that's going to be able at least to groom him a little bit better, where he has a little bit more time to get it right. Because I do see that he has that potential, but there's some things that he needs to work on where I don't feel like he's QB1 at this moment, at this instant. But who's to say what they're developing and what they have planned?
A long time ago, he need to be pushed.
Yes.
Well,
he needs that push.
Well, what we're gonna do now? This is
like
gonna
say he need to be pushed. He ain't had no competition. He basically was gifted the starting job. So get him.
Well, yeah, we getting ready to segue into the next topic right here. It says, who do you think is safe post head coaching hire? Mike, I'm gonna have you take lead on this one right here. What's your thoughts on this?
I mean, guys like Grady Jarrett, Jake Matthews, the offensive line, the entire offensive line is pretty much safe outside of the centers. You got the defensive guys, a guy like Calais Campbell. If he chooses to come back, he'll be back. Grady Jarrett, guys like Troy Anderson. I think he'll be safe, but for the most part, it's like coaching staffs are never safe. Like coach knows that himself. Coaches are never safe. So to say anybody's on any staff is safe is just not. You know, even the head coach, everybody keep thinking, oh, because the guy's 78 or he's 33. I mean, we just proved yesterday, you know, that it doesn't matter if you're young or you're old, because Bobby Slook was like, he's supposed to be this hot prodigy, and he couldn't even make an in-game adjustment right with that team. They gave up, you know, they only scored 10 points, and they look awful all the way around as a complete offense. So things change in the NFL, so nobody's safe, to be honest.
Okay. What you got, Coach?
Like you said, nobody's safe, man. So who I expect to be safe is whoever they decide to keep on the team. I ain't going to pick and choose nobody, because if it's all about money right now, you may lose some people. But if it's all about just trying to build that team up from where they're at now, you may see a lot of guys stay around. So, and like I said, I don't know who's going to be in charge of the personnel. We still hope it's Terry, but we don't know.
Right.
So, like I said, a lot of those questions segues to everything we're talking about right now. So,
yeah. What about you, Maggie?
I feel like everybody's saying we got to look at how some of these players that we brought in the free agency and everything were signed. A lot of 1-year deals, 1 year, prove it situations. So honestly, even with Grady Jarrett, nobody's safe at this point, because if you bring in that head coach and he wants his team to be a certain way, and it's like, okay, I feel like I can get a little bit more value off of this person. Let me bring in somebody just as equivalent that is costing less, but he is part of what I want. So I don't have nobody on this roster that I feel that is safe. Now, are we going to see some repeated faces? Yes, because we have a team that we're high marketing right now. So, but I won't be surprised you see some, things that might upset you. And it kind of happened when Smith and them came in. They were letting go some guys. Everybody, but he's the dance man in the locker room. That's all cute and all, but what are you doing for this team? Yes, he's the favorite and all that kind of cute stuff, but we need people that produce. So I'm sorry if that rookie came in and had better numbers, baby, you finna sit down.
Yeah, that's true. Nyght, Ryder, what you got, man?
Derek Cutter playing with him.
Yeah, Derek Cutter must be messing with him. But I will echo that sentiment from Maggie. Like you said, nobody is safe. Now, I would say, appeal wise, in my opinion, there are going to be some people that'll probably be back, because to tear the whole team down,
That's defeating the win now purpose.
Right. That's a rebuild, and Belichick ain't got 5 to 6 years to be trying to develop no whole team. That's not going to happen. But like Maggie said, there will be some people that will be moved out, especially based on production, because for one thing, if he does come in, well, you know what? For any head coach, they're going to want their guys. Number two, they're going to look at who was producing and who wasn't. Because if you're in win now mode, you want to keep the players that were producing and bring some people in that could possibly add to that. So it's up in the air. We don't know. We do not know. All we can go on is, what they tell us right now. You guys got anything else you want to say about this? Let me see what's going in the comment section right quick. I'm gonna get this right here from the game.
It's the Ryder conversation. I like what Ant's saying. It's like everyone has their opinion on Desmond. He's still on our team. Yeah, he's still like we're critiquing, but we're not saying, kick the man out. We got to be realistic here, people. And there was a reason why he was flip-flop between, so that's saying a lot for me. Now, if he comes out, he's the guy to go to. Of course, we're gonna get behind him 100%.
Ms. Maggie, I'm glad Ant brought this up, because it was something that we were looking at, and Mike know where I'm going with this. Now, for all of y'all that watched the game yesterday, did y'all pay attention to the Texans and Ravens game? Did y'all pay attention? Because I said something last night that upset a whole lot of people on Twitter, but I'm trying to make a point right now. The Texans had first-year head coach and a rookie quarterback. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, and I know a lot of y'all going to have a fallout for this, Arthur Smith was a young head coach, even though he had been with the team 3 years with 3 different, rosters. And pretty much a rookie, quarterback. Because this year finished up Ritter's first technical rookie season. All 17 games. You see what happened? Yeah, they got to the playoffs. But you see, they ran into an experienced Ravens team. And C.J. Stroud started showing rookie tendencies. The head coach started showing his rookie tendencies as a head coach. And the problem is, we always say this, talent is great until it meets experience. Talent will never beat experience. It won't. Because there's certain things in experience that the guys that's got talent haven't learned yet. And this is the same thing we said. Now, everybody patted C.J. Stroud had a good season. He did. I don't take nothing away from him. And yes, the Ravens defense was what it was. But you see, this probably would have been our same situation had we made it into the playoffs. The only difference between the Texans and the Falcons, the Texans stuck.
You ain't got to go that far. You ain't got to go that far. That's the reason why we look. That's why we ain't make it to the playoff, because of the inexperience. Like, we can sit up do all this whining and crying and we get this guy, we got that guy. You're never gonna trump experience. You can't expect experience. You can't expect the lack of. And it showed last night. That's why I say people are so in disarray, but like what made Bill Belichick, guys like that, Bill Belichick, you got Andy Reid, these guys are legends because they know how to adapt to every style of football. This is the best of the best in the NFL. We saw last night Jordan Love had a good first half, first game, and then the second game he looked like a young guy again. So we're seeing examples of experience. It's going to always trump talent.
Thank you.
Experience always going to trump talent, and that's the thing people don't get. You get on it. We've had so many people that talk gang of shit when they typing and tipping and typing, and they go on their own little podcast, and then they sit down with us and they realize, oh shit, we in the big leagues. We in the big leagues.
And I want to just address Chanel. I see that he's very, he feels how he feels. When people say things like I did earlier, I said that Ryder had at disadvantage to becoming QB1.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I'm saying that he did not gain the experience from, Mariota up under, Arthur Smith. So I said, let's bring in some competition. It's always competitive. This is a competitive league. But I feel like he just needs a little bit more tweaking here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's name a time that we really had a couple of good quarterbacks that we can rely on. We always had that one Matt Ryan, and all hell broke loose if he went down. I'm sick of it. I need some quarterbacks that, hey, we can switch it out. We leading really good. The defense is a little tired. Let's bring in QB2. We don't have that type of situation.
Right.
We don't have a lot of teams.
They run from us, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. But they run from us. We invited almost every Falcons content creator on this show. They run from us. They don't like questions and they don't like to be asked questions. So they run from us. So y'all have to do that in order for them to get on. If y'all put enough pressure on guys like Eric Gage, Scott Karasik, like if y'all put enough pressure on them, they'll come. But we've invited everybody. They don't want any parts of us.
And we got Brave Rain for $1.99. Appreciate the super chat. He said, "Get F Glaze on here for a debate, Mike." I'm gonna tell you right now, that ain't gonna happen.
It's been months and months. All right. So the people that you see via the heavy hitters, those are the people that's outside the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons content creators, they're afraid of us because they're afraid to sit down and be exposed by the truth. By y'all. Y'all the one who put the pressure on. It's not us they're afraid of. It's y'all that they're afraid of because they don't want the truth to come out. Because if they come on here and then they switch up their tone versus what y'all see on Twitter,
they lose credibility.
So it's y'all that they're afraid of because we are just the scope. Y'all are the eye. You know what I'm saying? That's it. They're afraid of y'all.
And see what people don't understand about Ryder's situation, you can't successfully mentor anybody when you don't have your game plan set. And that's the difference between the Texans and the Falcons. Arthur Smith kept flip-flopping. You can't mentor a quarterback when you're flip-flopping like that. He got to have his game set, whether it works for him or not. He's got to have it set, and he got to go by that. You can't mentor nobody like that at all in any sport. But let us go ahead. We're going to jump to this next topic here. And, Coach, I'm going to let you take this one. Let's see. Nope.
It was really just two. I think it's more free for all is what we had. It was really just two subjects. So,
he had another one. He said, "How much control of the roster will the new head coach have?"
It's a collaborative effort. That's exactly how we do on AFN. It's a collaborative. Some stuff that Coach may have said on this show, it'll be a part of Mad Mike Sports and Heavy Hitters. Like we like to extend conversation, so everybody gets a say, and that's how the Falcons run their organization. But a lot of people don't think it's real when they think Maggiet telling Mike what to do. Mike is, got everybody like a damn coat, and they listen to everything he say, and it's not like that. And the truth of the matter, everybody in the Falcons organization is gonna have a say so. So it's like I don't think it's a power struggle as far as people think. Saying you gotta let this know too. It's like a lot of those teams that he like other coaches are coming from. The reason why Jim Harbaugh left San Francisco and people don't realize because he wanted his way. Everybody keep thinking Bill Belichick is a power hungry guy. No, Jim Harbaugh, he left San Francisco because he didn't have enough power. He left was it Stanford? He was at Stanford. He left Stanford because he wasn't getting his power. He went to Michigan because he wasn't got. He's shown you that he's a power hungry guy, but everybody putting this label on Bill Belichick like he's the only one that's out here that say Bill Parcells. We saw it with Bill Parcells. We saw it with Pete Carroll. he's been having power over that roster for like 10 plus years or so in Seattle. Coach know this. He stay up there. Like everybody has power, but when Bill Belichick asks for power, it's a fucking riot. Oh, he don't know what he doing. Well, Pete Carroll don't know what he doing either because he ain't did shit since they won them Super Bowls. So I'm just saying, people. And Harbaugh ain't been in the NFL in about 5+ years. So y'all keep talking about he know the NFL, he know young talent. He been in college. He ain't been in the NFL in over 6 years or so. He ain't been in the NFL.
And this right here from ATL Leo, he said, I don't see Jim leaving Michigan for real, for real. I mean, that's a possibility. What you got, Coach? What's your take on it? We can't hear you, Coach.
I said Jim Harbaugh is not going to leave Michigan. He's just a money grab thing for him to get more money out of Michigan. That's all it is, man. I hate to say that, but like Mike just said, he likes full control, and it shows that he likes control. So, but as far as who's the roster, I don't know. Because you know how everybody said Belichick has our power. If you realize Belichick didn't have the power when they picked that quarterback, the last quarterback they had either.
Right.
You know, so it ain't that about power. I put this question in here because of what you see in the media. I was trying to see the response what everybody's going to say about this. However, I still hope Terry has full control of the roster because if Belichick gets control of this roster, we can have a real problem on our hand. I hate to say that. So, but yeah, so if he gets control of this roster and Terry just their figurehead, it ain't good for us.
Kyle Smith is another guy that's another thing. Like you got to watch what happens with the front office. That's going to tell a lot of things on whether or not Bill Belichick or Jim Harbaugh. Because the thing is, both of those guys like power. They're going to want their guys in there. So this is why the Falcons are having these meetings with them, the interviews with them, to figure out, all right, y'all want to bring your guy in here to sit in our scouting room, because if both of those guys, like I said, it could be a smoke screen. We probably have been talking about Bill and Jim, but somebody else might fit the bill perfectly because of the scouting team.
Right.
Yeah. So we didn't get our head coach. You're right, Mike. We didn't get our head coach last year until after the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying, y'all. Don't feed into what y'all think y'all see.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket, people.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. And it's
I
got
would
to
take
be
one of those guys. However, I'm not 100% sold on neither one of them. Who the Falcons are going to pick up. I see, what I would like to see because of the history and the experience, but that may be somebody that they just got hired.
Well, the one
they hired all these guys as head coaches. They're interviewing for head coaches, not just OCs, and so they're interviewing for head coaches. So don't be surprised if you see somebody like, damn. I'm gonna put a name out there. You guys may not like it, but I got a strange feeling. It's good. Like I said earlier, I said African American being our head coach, guys. I said that about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
But you know what, Coach? To echo that, the word that you got to pay attention to above all is legacy. Who is going to be here after whomever leaves? It's about longevity and legacy because Arthur Blank ain't trying to win now. He's trying to win going forward. He letting everybody know this is my stance. I want to win now, meaning I want a Lombardi in my lifetime. But you think we just gonna want to stop at one?
I think that I really do hate being a party pooper, but I'm gonna be a party pooper. There's no such thing as longevity in the NFL. There's no such thing as longevity in the NFL. Like every time I hear my skin crawls, it's literally called not for long. Guys we've seen legendary head coaches get fired in a year. There's no such thing as longevity in the NFL.
I was just going to say that. That's what the NFL stands for, not for long.
It's not for long. So anytime we need a long-term plan, there's no such thing. We just fired a young guy after 2-3 years. This happens all the time. John Gruden got fired in 2 years, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Let me say this, Mike. Let me say this real quick. But I'm gonna say y'all gotta listen to these press conferences and the exact words that they're saying when they basically came on and said, okay, you know, pretty much they thought that Arthur Smith was on board with what their vision of how they wanted to go with this team. Basically, he failed to meet their expectations. To get rid of a coach within that many years, they weren't trying to, okay, let's you sound good on paper. You gave us a hard, it sounds really great. And we're believing that's what you're going to produce for us. So they're going to bring in somebody that's going to have that pedigree of in the line of the vision they was actually originally trying to go with. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a like-minded individual that kinds of fit in where they fit in already, where it makes sense. So somebody said it earlier. I'm going to highlight that person's post because I thought that was really good. He said, do you think the Falcons would be entertaining other head coaches if they were so sure on Belichick? I kind of feel like Arthur Blank has really gotten his hand in the bag this time. He's looking thoroughly.
That right there. That right there. Yeah, thoroughly.
Yep. Make sure you do the right thing. Hey, let me tell you, I was often say, when you think about longest tenure head coaches, I can only think of two, and they both kind of overstayed their welcome. Of course, Belichick was in New England for all them damn years, but y'all also got to remember what the hell happened with Jeff Fisher. Mm-hmm. I don't know how the hell he held on to a job that damn long.
He was winning 9 games a year.
9 games a year. That's it.
Well, Nyght, Ryder, since we got you on here, man, we're going to go ahead and pay the bills, brother.
Yes, sir.
What the hell?
So happy.
Man. I cannot, man.
That man's so happy about his manscape.
I'm done, man. But go ahead, Nyght, Ryder. Go ahead, hit him upside the head with a manscape.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this portion of the show is brought to you by Manscaped, the premier product for male grooming. Y'all check this out, man. It's Royal Rumble time. Y'all already know what the hell going on. And we need y'all to go ahead and draw number 1 and go the distance. But you can't do that if you ain't taken care of downstairs. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no low blows. So y'all check this out, man. Go up there on Manscaped. Y'all check them people out. You see the lawnmower 4.0, check it out right there, and you put in the promo code AFN, you will receive 20% off your order, and you'll receive free shipping. I know y'all love free shit. I love free shit. We all love free shit. So y'all make sure y'all check them out, man. Remember, you trim it down, she won't fry it. You keep it clean, she won't be mean. Manscaped. So you want to let it whip Jimmy Flip.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ball toner, ball deodorant, all that.
Ball deodorant.
Fellas, get your balls smelling good, all right?
Gotta smell.
You'll get a lot of Valentine living if you go ahead and trim and get it deodorized.
Gotta have that right there.
All right, well, look, man, let's go ahead and hit this last topic right here.
Ooh, okay.
And look, we actually said, wait to this now. What if it's not Belichick or Harbaugh? Then what are your feelings?
By the slope, boy.
Not.
Nyght, Ryder, you take the lead on this one.
I said Bobby Slook, man. I said Bobby Slook. That's my prediction. If it's not them, that's just me personally.
Hey, you know what, Mike? I want to highlight this right here because this is Zay in the Bag said Jim Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin isn't longevity.
I forgot about Mike Tomlin. Yeah, he been there since the dawn of time.
17 years is a long time.
Yeah.
But see the thing about it, the Steelers always had long tenured coaches though. They gotta win a division.
And then he already said he only giving the Steelers 1 more year, so he might start to feel a little bit,
Yeah.
I think even if I go to another team, it probably won't be that much longer. I don't done this for 17. Yeah, he ready to retire and take the ride in the sunset.
Man,
maybe or maybe not though, because he's still young.
But you can't put the Steelers in anybody else category. They only had 3 fucking head coaches in their whole.
Exactly. They all had longevity. But they were successful though. They were very successful.
Yeah, they all.
No Powell Tomlin.
So Nyght Ryder, who do you think, man? You go ahead and say it again.
I already said Bobby Slow.
No,
Bobby Slow. Okay. Maggie, who you got?
I don't know. I honestly got to see how they're getting ready to. Who else because I feel like some of these these interviews, yes, it's for head coaching positions, but I also think they're looking for other pieces of our coaching staff as well. So it really comes down to who they feel is gonna also be coming in right along with that head coach as well. So I don't know.
Right. Red Swarm talking about Mike Vrabel.
No,
as head coach.
Don't jump on that. Don't jump off that.
I put it out
Definitely
there.
want a Super Bowl winning coach, though. I do want somebody that already has, the experience. I'm tired of taking them, into these. Oh, well, he the first time locker room man at Home Depot, and he was busting tables down at Waffle House. No, we need somebody that's winning now. we put up in this thing.
I got a question for you, Maggie. I got a question for you. You just said something. How many head coaches out there right now that are Super Bowl head coaches?
There's only
maybe like 3 or 4.
3.
3.
Yeah. Belichick, Andy Reid, and
Tomlin, and crazy man in Tampa. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not many.
It's not a lot.
That's not many you can choose from. What I think the Falcons are looking for right now is somebody who can develop young talent. A quarterback for one. I'm just put it out there. Who can develop a quarterback?
Yeah.
And if you look at something, I was just did some research on it. If you look at the way, the kid from Detroit, how he looked when he was in LA. He was a mess in LA.
Yeah, he was.
So I'm gonna say Ben Johnson has changed the way this kid plays. He looks totally different than he was on the bench.
I actually found out something about that. I actually found something about that. See, the thing with Ben Johnson also, that his thing is he's not a quarterback developer.
Right.
He's not a quarterback developer. What he's done there, he and Dan Campbell, they devised a plan where the quarterback doesn't have to take over a game. And basically, he puts a lot of those similar concepts, or we saw from New Orleans. Dan Campbell and Sean Payton was the one that put those concepts and passing concepts together, and that's the where he comes from. He's a wide receiver, and he's a tight ends guy. So what you're saying with Detroit right now, they don't. He doesn't call plays for big plays. He called plays for managing, and that's why you see Jared Goff look so good, because he doesn't have to take over a game. So that's the thing with Johnson. You gotta I'm skeptical because he's never had his own offense. Right. He's always had to share the load with everywhere he's been. And for me, I'm never bringing in a coach that has to share a load ever again offensively if he's going to be the head coach. That right there, that's the reason why a lot of these guys fail, because they have to share loads. And that's what you're saying right now with the Houston Texans. They got blew out. Their offense looked completely like crap. So we got to be careful with these young coaches thinking that they are the reason why their team, and we got to look at the fools, because Dan Campbell is an offensive guy. Okay, that's what he does.
But I'm gonna say this though. I think the obvious picks is the one that's getting the second interviews. It's really what it comes down to. Also,
just follow the train. Just follow the train.
Mm-hmm. They're looking for experience. I mean, that's when
they're calling the guys they want to call back, because now it's like, okay, that was the initial thing. Okay, now let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Right, because when your owner comes on a press conference and admits that he hasn't been a patient man in his business, and then he's saying, hey, he admits that 3 years is not a long time to develop a team and get stuff together, and he's saying 3 years, he wants experience. He wants the least amount of development as possible in the least amount of areas.
Basically, what he's saying is we gonna provide you with the talent. So if you don't do it, that's on your own. You're on your own with that, because the Falcons let it be known that they willing to bring in the talent, whether it's a draft or free agent. They're gonna bring in. So if a coach gonna be the coach with the Atlanta Falcons, they got to get the job done within 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I have this saying at EFN. Everybody know this about me. Look, you're not gonna embarrass me. Okay, that's what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna embarrass me. So at the end of the day, that's what he's saying. You're not gonna embarrass me, especially if I don't put a quality product out there. You're gonna live up to my expectations, or your ass will not be on the show.
Right.
And we're not going to gamble on that anymore. We're tired of the first time this, that, and
Okay.
But but if we do, like Coach did say, though, we don't have a lot of Super Bowl winning coaches. But of course, if we got to look at the DCs, the OCs, we also got to look at their production and how they feel. So we may not have a choice at picking somebody that hasn't been a head coach, but where can they fit in right here? And that's kind of why they was looking at Raheem a little bit. Even though I know that's not where they're going, but get what I'm saying.
It's
he
about
actually
being
kind
around
of
that.
fit into that situation where he became the interim for a moment. So they just want somebody that's familiar to the game. They feel like they've got a little experience where he was at, and can come in here and just, we ain't got to develop you too much. You pretty much got it.
Let me add something, because the thing is, it's not so much winning Super Bowl coaches, because that's rare in itself, but the thing is, what the Falcons are doing, like, you got to have a plan. Arthur Smith, looking at his coaching staff, he didn't have a plan offensively. He didn't have a coach. Like, most of his coaches were younger than him. That's not a plan. That's not, if you just go look at the staff. That's why I say I want to look at the staff. I don't care who the coaches come in. I want to look and see what he has on his staff, because one thing I do know about Kyle Shanahan and why he's been successful, he got guys of all ages on his staff. That's why it seems like he always has success, because he got guys that are 50, 60, 70. He got Mike McDonald. This dude like 33. He's like 35, I think. When he got his job. So these guys are young. It's like he got guys of all ages, and that's why you have success. So, like, even with Raheem Morris is just a damn look.
We're just talking about that's conversation piece. That we ain't saying nowhere in the world that he's supposed to be fitting over here. I'm just saying you just got to pay attention to who they're looking at as far as these interviews. They have a certain agenda going on right now, so just pay attention.
I didn't know whoever their next head coach is, they better look at the 6 P's. You know what the 6 P's is?
What's that?
Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. That's something that Arthur Smith didn't do.
Well, see, it's a process. It's a process. They still got it. They're going to interview as many as they can and everything like that, and then they'll sit down and see who fits what. It's like putting a puzzle together, because they want this coaching staff to be productive. They don't want this coaching staff sitting there scratching their head another 3 years talking about, well, we thought we could do it. We already been through that. Your owner tell you he want to win now.
You think you can do it, you're going to be thinking you bad.
Right. If your owner tell you he want to win now, that means everybody going to have to fit. Everybody going to have to be on board. No questions asked.
Yep. No give answer. What's about it?
Right. Well, we getting ready. We're going to get ready to start winding it down. You guys got anything y'all want to say? Give your final thoughts on this subject right here. I'm gonna start off with Mad Mike.
What you got?
Unleashed. What you got?
They say pussy and paper is poetry, power, and pistol. Plotting on murdering mother to get you. Right? That's all that's all that remind me of. When you said that, that's all I heard. But end of the day, man, it's like one thing I do know about football, it's like it all starts in the front office with that scouting team. So in order for the Falcons to receive success, the scouting team has to be on one accord with the head coach. You know, we can sit up here and think that Terry Fontenot is he's running everything. He's not. All right, it's a team. It's a team accomplishment. Everybody has to get. You got Kyle Wright. We got Pace. We got him. We got everybody has their spot on that roster to help develop. It's about developing. And if you don't have a plan in the front office of how much money you're going to spend, the types of players you're going to have, this is why the Steelers they've only had 3 head coaches in their career because they have a clear vision of what their team is going to look like. So until they be clear on what they want, we're gonna be talking about age and black, white. It don't matter because you don't have a clear plan. So Falcons have to be clear on what they want, and they have to stand packed to that. Because at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna just throw this stat out here too. All these young coaches that we seeing, they one and done. One and done. We seeing it. They one and done. We talking about it in the playoffs. A lot of these young a lot of these young coaches, they haven't been to NFC, AFC championships. All right. So I want to see a winner. I don't give a damn about how good he can put together a RPO or a spread offense and this offense have 500 yards. Well, none of that shit matters. All right. None of that matters without experience. You need experience. I need somebody that can adjust to all styles of football and not just play one style of football.
Winning. Before we go here, let's get this $5 super chat from Dre Harrison. Appreciate the super chat. He said, "If Bill is the guy, so be it. We already know Bill will only be here for a max 3 years. The contingency plan after Bill should be Deion."
We don't know that. We don't know.
Deion said ain't coming to the NFL. I can say that.
We don't know if Bill. Look again. This is why we gotta. I know I sound like a broken record. We don't know anything. Yeah. There's no guarantee for any coach. Everybody was like, we know he gonna be for 3 years. That man was trying to get that record. He's not leaving until he got that record. He ain't trying to go nowhere. He gonna be 80 years old until he get that. That man is trying to be the greatest of all time. Don't underestimate a motherfucker that want more. Okay, I'm telling y'all, bro. They would sell his soul to get that. He trying to be the GOAT. He trying to be LeBron. He trying to have his name on top of everything. Okay, we gotta start underestimating people that want it. Right? These people, when you want it, you will do anything. Okay, nobody did more fucking live shows than me in the beginning. Why? I was doing them bitches about 5 times a day. Y'all know it. I wanted it. We wanted it over here. So look, don't underestimate fucker who want it. I'm telling y'all, bro.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
And I was gonna get to what Dixon. Well, I don't know if y'all went to this comment, but when Arthur was 60 years old, it was cool to get Jim Mora, Bobby Petrino, Dan Quinn, and now Arthur Smith. Arthur's blank is sick of trying to develop coaches. We can't try to develop a quarterback and a coach at the same time. Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Ding, 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 ding. You right on.
Follow Dixon Wade, by the way. He got that Atlanta Hawks content as well. Y'all go on over to his channel and check him out.
All right. Blackberry, that you over there?
Yes, sir.
Oh wow, you're humble today. Hello.
Oh my goodness. What? So I know you've been in here. What's your take on this right here before we get ready to wind it down?
The what if it's not Belichick or Harbaugh? I mean, it's the mindset I'm in is one of them two guys. It's most likely Bill, but they're not. This isn't Madden, you know, where you got all these different scenarios that you could, you know, change the rules about, or you could change the people involved. You could change the outcome of the teams that they're already on and what they do. It's, you know, this is reality. The reality is that Bill Belichick came to Atlanta for an interview and he ain't went no damn well.
Nah.
Just saying.
The reality is Jim Harbaugh just won a national championship for the first time in 9 years, might I add, for Michigan. But the reality is these are the best two candidates for the job. Jim Harbaugh looks like he might be available, but I doubt. I think he'll be back in Michigan. Bill Belichick ain't went no damn well. That's the reality. As far as who else it could be and how it would feel if it end up being somebody, it's gonna be somebody else if Bill say he don't want the job. And that's the only way it's gonna be somebody else. So how I would feel about that is how I feel right now. Bluff. I would feel bluff because I'm not gonna get all choked up about it because there still has to be a process. And when you're in the hiring process, every offer is on the table when you're in the market for something or for somebody. Every single offer or option is on the table. Now, you would be a fool to think that the best candidate, if he's willing, you would be a fool to think he ain't gonna get the job. But
that part,
we've been down this road one time before, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
Unchained.
Right.
We've been down this road before. It's not like we haven't seen our organization do something that's gonna bite them in the ass later on. So I'm blah about it because are we going to change the tides in Atlanta? Or are we just going to continue with the same old and just root for the team and hope that somehow, by some stroke of luck, by some act of God, that we will get over the hump, the proverbial hump, without feeding into what the NFL and the media and the rest of the fan bases want?
Can I add to that, Blackberry?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you saying something right there that you got to look into it, because we addressed the defense last year. Who's to say this one coach is that piece to the puzzle right now? Okay. We also got things that we got to look into as far as what this roster is and what it's going to be. There are some things that we need to take care of. So this, desperately they're trying to put out there for off the blank. I don't think that's what he's on right now. I think he's calculating his steps right now, because we can't have a one-sided team. The defense is getting tired, and now we got to have a man that knows how to manage this team, and they're going to go with the best candidate. That's what they're going to do.
Simple as that.
That part. Yeah.
All our feelings just they need to go in the trash can. All right, all your feelings need to go. That's why.
Great scenarios. Like, try this. What about this? What about this? We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Like, and Maggie said this earlier, that we're so focused on the head coach position. I said it on heavy. I don't give a shit about that heavy kid. I don't give a fuck about the head coach position. I care about this coaching staff. That's what I want to see. So whoever can present that style because, like I said, we a machine over here. Y'all motherfucker know it. Ain't nothing like EFN. Motherfucker, we got shows every day of the week. Ain't nobody doing what we doing over here. You can say maybe locked on, but we a well-oiled machine over this motherfucker. We got name after name, body after body, 7 days a week. That's what I need for my head coach.
With a show coming. Just
say show coming. And we got new talent coming, okay? People already reached out. So we a well-oiled machine, all right? So one motherfucker leave, we got two of them coming. We got two more coming, okay? So this is how I want my head coach to think. I want him to have a well thought out plan. And this is what Arthur Smith is doing. This is why he's like, there's no, I don't remember seeing a organization with being this thorough in their hiring process. They've interviewed well over 10 candidates right now. Well over that.
And got more to interview.
And they got more to interview. No NFL team has done this in years. So they think it's about development.
Right. Go ahead, Blackberry. Though I ain't mean to stop you preaching.
I ain't, I'm over the coaching, thing. I know everybody gonna have their different opinions and everybody got their different outlooks and everybody is you got a lot of people looking at it in a lens of I don't want him because of how old he is. If he in his right mind, I don't care how old he is. My grandmama is 96. What she is? 97, 98 years old. Denzel, right? She about 96, 98, something and like
probably that. Probably smart as a whip. Still got it together.
That's it.
And we just recently, some time ago, seeing signs of her not being all the way there. So for 90 years of her life, she had her right mind. I don't care about how old he is. He's not on the field running and catching and jumping and hitting.
That part.
There you go.
We can still make the same sound decisions on the sideline at 80 years old. Then I want him at 80 years old. He's the most qualified. He's the best candidate for the job. But I'm over it because it's not. And I know this gonna sound crazy. It's not the most important thing for the Falcons, who the head coach is. And I know that sounds crazy, but what's most important for the Falcons is, in my opinion, is what Arthur Blank is attempting to do.
Well, that's it.
He's changed his mind on how he wants to approach winning from this point forward. It's not about let me slowly groom something together and make this that and hopefully this all the hoping. He's using the history tool. The history tool tells him you go get the most qualified candidate who has the experience, who has the gumption, who has the pedigree, and you let them cook.
That's it.
And not get in the way of that. I think he looked across the street at what's going on at State Farm Arena and said, this will not be a wrestler family situation. We will not get in the way of this team developing and getting better. And the fan base, what y'all don't realize y'all doing is when y'all suggest some of this stuff that's dreamland, like the Deion Sanders coming to coach here, or the Bieniemys coming to coach here. Like, get out of fantasy world.
Yeah, man, they got an interview.
This is reality. And reality is what Arthur Blank let out his mouth, not what you got in your head. It's what he says.
What he admitted to.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And what everything he's saying right now is all about winning now. These people y'all want just because y'all like them, what a resume at? How they resume match up to a Jim Harbaugh or Bill Belichick?
Blackberry, bro, you say it again, please, because
what have you done for me lately?
I mean, bro, say it again, because a lot of them, say it for the Twitter GMs out there. They ain't hear you.
It's about these resumes, man.
Yeah. And also, what you realize what he's done in his past hiring practice, he always went out and got the hot guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This time he's not doing that. He's actually doing his diligence of trying to find the best for what he wants for this team.
You know what happened, Coach? You know what happened? I don't know if y'all caught it, but I caught that when he did the interview. You remember in past years, he said they were using an agency.
Mm-hmm.
These agencies, what they do is hype up all these young coaches that they put out as far as the coaches are concerned. Who's the hot guy? Who's qualified?
Yep.
They use the NFL agencies, and it's basically like a player agency. That's all it is. So they hyping up. They hyping up Dan Quinn. And these guys ain't really qualified. This is the first time that they not using it. He said it in the press conference. Again, the press conference tell you everything y'all need to do.
It's a league of who's a friend of that friend and know that friend down the line.
Like I said before, when the last time popularity won a Super Bowl? I'll wait. Arthur Blank wants production. He wants a product, and he wants production out of that product. So pretty much what he's going to do right now, he's not looking for the quick fix solution. He's looking for a solution. That's going to be the solution. He's not doing all this cute stuff. He did cute stuff for years.
Guys.
Right.
Going to the football guys. All right. The football guys, no Belichick. The football guys, no Pete Carroll. The football guys, no Bill Parcells.
There's your OC right there, y'all. That's your new OC right there.
I said that too. People thought I was crazy for saying
that. That's your OC right there, guys.
Talking about Brian Callahan.
I said that on Heavy Hitters, that Brian Callahan is a dark horse to be offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I can see that too. But I want all roads leading to Bill Belichick being an Atlanta Falcon, y'all. Think the lead, something we talked about yesterday on Coach Unchained show on the Bird Feeder. Remember this, Coach? The NFL not getting in the way.
Ooh. Yeah.
Las Vegas Raiders, they hired.
That ghost is going to be lifted, y'all. Watch
Antonio Pierce is the first head coach you've seen of his kind in Las Vegas right now. Congratulations to him.
Gerard Mayo.
Gerard Mayo too.
In New England.
They going to football guys. These are actual football guys, not guys who haven't played the game. And that's something that Warren and K-Style was saying. Aaron Glenn, these guys actually, like, I think it's to the point where we start, I hate to say this word, but football nerds who ain't never put the damn pad on. And if they did, it was a water boy, the fifth string cornerback. Like, they're not going to them guys no more. All right. No offense to Bobby Slug and Mike McDaniel, because I think those guys are good. Not Mike McDonald, Mike McDaniel. But like those guys, like they haven't really played the game like that. So they haven't been there. You need people that been to the mountaintop. I trust a Gerard Mill more so than I trust a goddamn Dan Quinn. We can't even find no tape on Dan Quinn. Wow, this shit looking like an old.
He played college football at Hartford State.
Bro,
he wasn't even a starter.
He wouldn't even start there. Like, why are we hiring these guys who ain't never did nothing? This is why Chuck Smith, Terrence Mathis, these guys need fucking opportunity. Chuck just got his chance with Baltimore. He's an outside linebacker coach there. Like, let's get him, as a coach. Like, this man, you see, they got 60 sacks this year.
You may see him here.
Right. You got to let them get their foot in the door, man.
Yeah.
They got to get their foot in the door. What I'm gonna do right now, like I said, we're a little bit past an hour. We want to go ahead and start winding it down. Everybody, we're gonna go around starting off with Maggie. Everybody get your final takes and everything. We're gonna close this out. Maggie, with this being said and everything, what are your final thoughts on this whole situation, and what do you expect to see from the Atlanta Falcons?
My final thoughts on it is get the politics out of this situation. Get your feelings out of everything. I'm saying what has he done since Brady? What have all of that. At the end of the day, we're just spectators on the couch. So we can argue all we want to. You don't know, and y'all this and you over here for that person, this team. Y'all politicking these content creations, right now. Now you got Sports Illustrated going down. They want real. Let's keep it real. They want real right now. So let's stop politicking. Let's stop putting out your petitions. Let's stop. Oh, I'm on the Ryder train. I'm not on the Ryder train. Who gives a shit? At the end of the day, Off the Blank is going to do what Off the Blank is going to do. And I'm done with that. And as far as just anything outside of that, please look at the Cash App, Atlanta Falcons Nation. We are gearing up towards, I'm glad Coach is on, because we are definitely talking about the Red and Black annual event in July. Once we know when when he's kind of come down, we will set the date for that. We've already, looks like the AFN crew already kind of peeped a new spot that I'm going to check out very soon. That has a lot of space. So it may not be in the same location we had it last time, but please believe it's going to be accessible to everybody. So please donate to the Cash App. I'm going to tweak the GoFundMe. I'll put that out there. Please, your money is going to a cause at the end of the day, because what we did with that, everybody that donated and did not show, we appreciate those donations, because we did take that and give it back to the teachers and educators right before they went back to school. So it's a tax write-off, whatever you want to do with it, but your donations are appreciated.
All right. All right, Coach, go ahead, man.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us today. It's 140 of you guys in chat. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Share this video out. And also, go to each one of us podcasts. Hit that subscribe button too. So, by the way, man, you can find me at Twitter, Instagram, all those stations at Coach Unchained, man. Just type Coach Unchained in Google, you'll find me. So, that's all I got.
All right.
That's all, baby.
That's all, man.
All right. What you got? Blackberry?
Just say this real quick. Will Namath said earlier, the media don't like us. Better respect us on the field this year, 2024. Hire Bill Belichick and ding dong, the witch is dead. William Amy. Joseph Fraud. But Joseph Fraud said Art Monk and Jerry Rice, receiver coach for Atlanta Falcons. I really hope you like next season's 2K and next season's Madden. Joseph Ilford. Really hope you like those games. And Champagne Battlefield, everyone that said rid of my QB1 months ago should be fired as Falcons fans. But this is what we're talking about with reality and fantasy. He was your QB1, whether you like it or not.
Simple as that.
That's it.
He started at quarterback for the majority of the 2023 season for the Atlanta Falcons. Whether you like it or not, if you are a Falcons fan, Champagne Bath, he was your quarterback one. So sad. So sorry. With that being said, I want everybody to keep to pray to the YouTube gods for your boy Blackberry. They trying to get me, y'all. They still got me on the bench, but they ain't got me out the game. So once I get these folks off my ass, your boy Blackberry will be back.
Make sure y'all hit that subscribe though. Continue to watch previous stuff and everything. Don't just, maybe he's not on that live, but go on over there and give that man a smash up and subscribe, please. Yeah, so when he come back, it's better than ever.
Yeah, right. Yes, I'm gonna be better than ever, baby. I'm gonna come back like Cena in 2008 Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I hope you don't have the ball spot.
Like you did with Madness. That was epic. That was epic.
You gonna have the ball spot on top of your head?
What?
I hope not. Mike.
What is going on?
What?
Mike, I hope not.
What you?
I mean, I'm not one. Look, my top of my damn head. I got a fro. It's standing up top, so I ain't one to goddamn talk.
Oh, John Cena got a ball spot now.
Grow for both. Oh yeah, all the bald folks. Trey Young. Grow for both. Get you some more.
That's that good hair.
Yeah.
He got that good hair, but he got that good bald spot.
What you got, Mike?
You get it from your daddy. No, man.
Oh boy, stop!
What he do?
Stop!
I got that good native heritage in me, you know. So I should be good for at least another 20 years. I should be.
Yeah.
I got you right.
I got that Caribbean silky, so you know that's where my hair comes from.
Well, I got Negro hair.
You say, Coach, it is what it is.
It is what it is. All that special hair.
I'm gonna just look by. I ain't got time for this conversation. Bye.
Oh man. All right, man. Look, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the Regulators. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to AFN, Coach Unchained, Blackberry Lorex. Make sure y'all go ahead and put the petition out to bring Blackberry back.
Bring Blackberry back.
Trying to get him back. A damn sound.
We're gonna get us a Michael Jackson Heal the World tour going.
That's it. All right. Make sure you subscribe to Ms Maggie T, and like you said, pay attention because she's got a fire show coming out.
Baby.
I
got some cooking.
That's right. But you know, hey, look. Thank you guys again. I'm the Therapist ATL. You know, you can find me on YouTube at the Therapist ATL 78 and on X. Listen, man, I'm gonna take it from my boy Magnus. Today was the best day of your life, but to us, it was just Sunday. We getting ready to get up out of here. We'll see y'all later. Peace.
Game over.
Break with Trey Young in the